The final scene can make or break a film, depending on how well or poorly it ends. Game of Thrones is likely the best example of this, where they had the majority of their fanbase on board with the whole show for many years until the last season where the ball was dropped. I experienced the opposite of that while watching The Mist. I watched it for the first time recently, and you can check out my initial thoughts overall on the Fandom Collective channel, but to keep it brief here, I like the concept of The Mist being essentially a doorway to an H.P. Lovecraft type of world where all these mysterious and dangerous creatures are pouring out of, but I didn't love any characters, except for Zoloff, of course, from Captain America. He was pretty cool. And it was nice seeing Starkiller in a movie and the Punisher leading a faction of people. However, I struggled to fully engage with the story, and I felt it drag on. Oh my gosh. What helped me enjoy the film more was the ending. I was expecting a cliche horror type of ending, but that isn't quite what happened. What is left of the non-brainwashed cult made a break to a vehicle, and most of them were able to get away from the area. The first place they drive to is to the Punisher's home, and unfortunately discover a few things. Number one, the Mist has a vast reach and could engulf the entire planet for all they know without something they suspected. And two, that his wife was killed by one of the creatures already. So they just keep on driving, hoping that they'll reach the end of the Mist and reach civilization, and hopefully the skies will open up again. But after a while of driving, they run out of gas. Now they're stuck in this spooky mist with no shelter or any way out. He counts what bullets are left in his gun, and there's only 4. He looks at his sleeping son, and as he wakes up, he shoots him. We only see the flashes go off as he shoots the other 3. There are no bullets left, and he just killed 3 people, including his own son. He wants to die and attempts to shoot himself, knowing that there's no bullets in the gun. He's exhausted and he hates what he just did and goes outside, hoping that one of the creatures will just finish him off. But no. Instead, the military arrives and the mist all clears up and it's all pretty skies now. It's all good now. It's all good. Danger over, and he is alive. If just a couple of minutes passed before the decision for a group suicide, then they'd all be alive. The type of mental state left on this character as the movie ends is sad, but a great way to end the film. I have not read the book that this is based on, but I've heard that the ending is a bit more ambiguous as to him and his son's fate, and people seem to prefer that type of ending, which is totally fine, that makes sense to me, but maybe that's the type of style that Stephen King tends to have. I still think that the ending was done well by leaving the audience with a sense of dread. This was bad, but it was like a good type of bad. I haven't seen enough films do something like that, so for me it was refreshing. It was refreshing. He did what he thought was right by giving his son a quick death instead of suffering at the hands of the creatures that he saw all these other people go through in the last day or two, like all these horrific deaths. No, thank you. He does not want his son to go through that. After everything they witnessed, this makes sense. And if they ever made a continuation simply following the characters that survived, that would interest me big time, especially the cult at the grocery store. That's insane. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the ending of The Mist in the comments, and have a great rest of your day.